What's up, Smashers? It's another awesome day. You know that. Hey, it's a Smash day. I think it's Wednesday today. Is it Wednesday today? It's Wednesday today. They just finished a workout, watched all these people crush themselves. I did not participate. I did all my stuff this morning, and it was horrendous. So, thoracic mobility. Not even going to touch the shoulders, not going to touch the low back, except for the fact that if your thoracic spine has this kind of mobility, shoulders, headaches, lack of function, low back pain, your squat sucks. Like, I mean, just the list is endless of things that get just catastrophically demolished when your thoracic spine moves like a piece of rebar. So you need to be able to have some extension and flexion. Flexion's not the problem because a lot of people walk around like this. They walk around all hunched over because they spend all day on their cell phone or stuck in a couch all propped over. I have a friend of mine, well, a person that I know, let's just say, spends basically the entire day in a chair. And not an office chair, like we're talking like a big puffy chair all hunched up, and you'd think it would be really good for you. His spine moves like this wall. I don't know if you could hear that, but it's pretty rough. So we need to be able to open up that thoracic spine, kind of peel away that anterior longitudinal ligament, let those discs move the way they're supposed to, and it'll allow the ribs to move like a bucket handle the way they're supposed to. There's intercostal stretch out. You need also thoracic rotation. That's another big thing. And those combined, thoracic extension and thoracic rotation, will free up a lot of issues, even getting into the bottom of a squat. And I realize you can't see my legs, but when your toes are forward, which you don't have to squat that way except for mobility, but if you're squatting and your toes are forward and you can't keep a nice tall chest and you wind up hinging at the hip, there's a couple of things that are wrong, but one of them, I mean, you can start with hip and ankle mobility, but one of them could be that thoracic spine moving about as rigid as a piece of board. So I'm going to show you how to do some really cool, funky stuff. Unglue that thoracic spine. So check this out. This stuff is awesome. Let me move this so we can see what the hell we're doing. First one is we're just going to free up every segment. So the big deal is you're going to grab a peanut. The thoracic spine is going to sit right between the peanut. So a peanut is two lacrosse balls glued together, all right? The thoracic spine is going to sit here. It's going to cradle the spine, so it's going down the length of the spine. Don't put this up and down the spine this way, okay? The spine sits in the middle. Don't do anything weird. So you're going to find some spots. You're going to start real low. You can see I got my trusty 45 here. Sounds like I'm talking about a gun. So you're going to find that hot spot. So you can see I got the peanut. Oh, yeah. Let's get some really good camera angles on this one. Yeah. Isn't that just sick? Super cool. Yeah, I don't love this stuff at all, right? This is awesome. So I've got the peanut behind me. Peanut's tucked, the spine's sitting between the peanut, and I have a 45-pound plate. Just rest it on yourself, and all you're gonna do is you're just gonna hunt around. Make it even easier, throw this right on top of you, and then extend and flex. All you're gonna do is you're just gonna grind away on each segment, work your way all the way up and down the spine. That's number one. That one's pretty awful, just being honest. Right? Let's be honest. Anyone that's seen what? Pitch Perfect, you know what I'm getting at. That was funny. That's funny. I don't care what you say, that's funny. So that's number one. Number two is real easy. Grab a foam roller, a little less aggressive, but this is much more of a stretch where you just kind of lay back and hang out. So you're gonna find that spot just below the shoulder blades. That's about T7. Okay, so right about there, my butt's on the ground. You're gonna throw your arms all the way over and you're just gonna hang out. Touch the ground if you can. If you can't, that's okay. How long do we hang out like this? 2 minutes. Oh, it's hard to talk like that. That's number two. Number three, these are all for thoracic extension, by the way. I'm gonna show you two things for building up some strength. That's pretty important. So what we're gonna do is, yeah, I know, I'm moving the camera all over the place. But this one is extra funky. And it took me a second to figure this one out. But I've seen and done this with friends. And it works. So I was trying to figure out, how about a passive way to do it without a person? So all you're gonna do is you're gonna grab the bar, make sure I'm not on a plate or anything. You're gonna get, so shoulder width apart, that's the big thing. Arms locked out, and then just hang out. So all I'm doing is I'm forcing my thoracic spine into extension, and I'm getting a little bit of a shoulder mobility out of it too. How long do we stay like this? 2 minutes. Oh, my thoracic spine is awesome already. Here's for the rotation. So the rotation, you want some resistance because the transverse abdominis is going to resist you. The obliques are going to resist you. The intercostals, internal and external, they're going to resist you. So what you're going to do is you're going to grab a band. It's going to be at about shoulder height when you're in quadruped. So quadruped is on all fours, okay? So this is it. Band is in front of you. You're going to take the hand. You're going to put it on the back of your head, okay? So I would get around it like this first. Cinch up on the back of the head. So now the band is behind you, okay? Take the hand, put it in between the knees, and you're going to let it drag you up, and then come all the way down and touch the floor. Open you up, touch the floor. So you're just going to do this a whole bunch of times. And when I say a whole bunch, I would do this for at least a minute on each side. You're going to build some rotational stability, and you're going to open up the rotational capability or the rotation capability of that thoracic spine. There's not a lot because there's a lot of structure in the way and a lot of solid structure. When I say solid, I mean like bone and stuff's in the way. So ribs are going to restrict a lot of that, but you need that thoracic rotation more than you think. That's going to help free up those shoulders a lot and take a lot of the load off that, that lumbar spine. Check this out. You're going to grab a ball. This is a 200-pound ball, okay? All you're going to do is you're going to tuck your chin and you're just going to lift the ball. So you're going to do a Superman with a ball. You're going to hold this as long as humanly possible. So all you're going to do is and hang out. That is so much harder than it looks. If that's too hard, put the ball behind your head, still do a Superman. If you can't do it with a ball, do a Superman without a ball. But that full extension for that Superman is a big deal. Now check this out. With the ball, you can still do one more. Find that hot spot, and all you're gonna do is hang out. How long do we hang out like this? Yeah, you know the routine. It's like I'm doing a big giant starfish over a med ball. Or here in CrossFit, we call them wall balls. Hey, that's how you get that thoracic spine moving the way it's supposed to. Unglue the rotation, unglue the extension, peel away that anterior longitudinal ligament, restore some movement into those ribs, and next thing you know, your overhead position is great, your squat feels better, you probably take deeper breaths. It's just that easy. Hey, I'm Trev, SmashweRx. I'll check you guys out tomorrow.